second section of the comedy show. Yay! Right, Saeed Ahmed is the next comedian, so start clapping and cheering. Welcome boys, Saeed Ahmed!
Hello.
Hello.
Let me look at you first. Am I the only brown person in the world today? Oh! Hold for immigrant jokes. I feel like Rishi Sunak right now. Hello everyone. My name is... which part of my name should I tell you? The whole name. My name is pretty long. It's called Syed Ahmed Raza. But don't worry, you can just call me at night. I'm an immigrant. Any immigrants in the house? Any immigrants? No? Okay, I'll skip that. I'm gonna crack some jokes. But here's the thing about jokes, Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Because they are not on a visa. Unlike me, who is. And I have to work. But I have some stories of traveling from Pakistan. I'm from Pakistan, by the way. Don't worry, I'm not here for your jobs. Those are Indians. That's the difference. We just camouflage and pretend like we're one of you. I traveled to the UK just last year. I'm pretty new immigrant, It's a very sad life for the immigrants, especially in the winters. Sad. Why are you laughing? It wasn't even a joke. Don't embarrass me. You're the only other second brown person in the room here. But I do have some good stories about traveling from Pakistan to the UK last year. Because Pakistan is very weird, right? When it comes to traveling and packing for the traveling. For example, when other people from other countries travel to the UK, they usually have big dreams, big vision, big plans. But when I came, all I had was a big bag. My bag was so big that the security person at the airport didn't scan it. He explored it. And when he started the long journey of exploring my bag, hoping to find any drugs in it, he found himself in the process. My bag was like a yoga retreat, like when you can't find peace anywhere in the world, you could find it in my bag. My bag was so big I had to write this series of big bag jokes because your mama so fat jokes are so cliche. I landed in Dubai and put it in front of Burj Khalifa, and Burj Khalifa had serious self-esteem issues. My bag was so big, it's spelled as B-I-G bag. Once, I remember as a child when we were going to our grandma's house as a family, my mom had to leave one child behind just to make room for one more bag in the car. That's how much we pack. We pack a lot. Big bags. Big bag theory. That's why 30 kg of bag weight is the maximum limit at the airport. But for us, sky is the limit. My mom went crazy when it came to packing for me when I was going to travel to the UK. She packed literally 300 sachets of Lipton Yellow Label, the Desi chai, We Pakistanis, we love our chai, the tea, the Desi tea, we cannot even imagine living in another country without a Desi chai. We can live without a visa, but not the chai. My mom is interesting. She would pack the whole kitchen in my bag. Like literally all spices of every color and kind, black, blue, yellow, green, white. And my bag was like a symbol of multicultural harmony and inclusivity. My bag was more progressive than a lot of countries in the world. Yeah, and she was crazy. She cooked a big box of biryani from, you know, biryani? Biryani, love biryani, right? She cooked a big box of biryani. I was like, you can eat it on your way to the England. I was like, Mom, they serve food nowadays in the flight. And she was like, really? But you're gonna miss home cooked food by your mom. Oh, she was right. It hit me, made me sad. I was like, I am going, but I'm gonna miss home cooked food by my mom? That made me sad. So I packed my mom. At the airport, they scanned my bag, they found a mom. And they're like, no son, you cannot carry your mom like this with you. And I told them exactly what my mom had been telling me all these years whenever I doubted her decisions. My mom carried me for 9 months in her belly. And I can't carry her for 9 hours in my bag? They were like, seriously, are you serious? No, I'm kidding. It was not 9 months. It was 8.5. I was premature. But when I was born, I was immature. I was so immature that I packed my own iron in my bag. I thought British people just press charges, they don't press clothes. So they scanned the bag at the airport. They're like, whoa, what is this? I'm like, this is an Iron Man. They're like, whoa, what are you, an Avenger? No, you colonized my grandma 100 years ago. I'm here to avenge her. They're like, no son, you take out that iron and throw it in the bin. I was like, come on, it's an iron. It's not a party. And that's a bin, not COVID. I cannot throw a party in COVID unless I'm Boris Johnson. Yeah, then I came to the UK. They let me in. I don't know how. But yeah, I recently bought a car. Yes. A second-hand used car. Yeah, my car was so second-hand that whenever I had to change the gears, I had to use my second hand. You know, the good thing about the second-hand used cars is that they don't cost much initially. But over the next few months, they cost you your mental health, your relationships. Yeah, I mean, but all cars, whether new or old, they need an MOT, right? Anybody drives here? Drives? Drivers? Good. So you will relate. So I went for an MOT to a garage. Have you ever gone to an MOT for a garage hoping to just spend 45 pounds? But you end up spending 800 pounds instead. I went to the garage, I met the guy, he looked at me, he looked at the car, he looked back at me and was like disappointed. He told me all the problems in this world that I thought I never had. He was like, sir, your front light is not working, your back light is not working, your tires are wearing off, your brakes are not good enough, your salary is not good enough, your wife is cheating on you, your mom is not proud of you, your government is lying to you. Like, stop! Stop, you just ruined my day. He's like, so did you, sir, by bringing this small, dysfunctional piece of crap to me that you called a car. I was like, you can't just insult my car like this. It might be small and dysfunctional, but it does the job. Says every Asian guy with a small dick. You knew I was coming, yeah? Yeah, but I was like, okay, I mean, he asked me, how long have you had it for? I was like, 46 days. Like, oh, that's more than Liz Truss's time in the Prime Minister's office. It surely does the job. I was like, okay, how much do I owe you? Sir, 800 pounds. I got depressed. But I didn't know exactly where the depression was coming from. So I couldn't afford a therapist. I went to this motivational speaker. Have you ever gone to a motivational speaker? Those guys who use weird wisdom to cheer you up, but that never works. You end up feeling more suicidal. So I went to him, I'm like, sir, I just don't feel like living anymore. I hate my life. He's like, son, your life is precious. You need to value it. I was like, sir, no, it's not working for me. He said, son, you need a perspective. No, I need 800 pounds. Look, focus on the odds of you coming into life are literally 1 in 150 million. 150 million sperms fought in the race against each other and died in the process of fertilization. For that one sperm to finally reach the egg, for you to live and come into life, right? Mother Nature had to sacrifice 150 million sperms for you to live. So you're telling me I'm the result of a massive sperm genocide. That's even more depressing. And all those 150 million sperms, they were competing against each other. And in that environment of competition, there is stress. And when there's stress, there's depression. Oh, and I know where it's coming from. It's from my dad. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.